My name is Tom, and we are exploring content creation. Enjoy! Hello and welcome to this wonderful podcast about content creation. My guest today is Kelly, who is a Twitch partner and streamer and an all-round amazing person. And we are going to be talking about her her content creation journey. Hello, Kelly.
Hi, what a nice intro. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it.
Of course. Thank you for thinking of me. I feel very honored to be a part of it. And also, this is like our first time meeting, really. So it's nice to get to know you here
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, we've only ever interacted through streams, so I'm really excited. It's great to
Yeah.
finally speak with you.
How long have we known each other? Do you remember?
Probably
I feel like it's been
about,
a couple years, right?
yeah, probably a couple of years, because I found you through Aurora, and then I started seeing you around. I think you were in Andy Lippy's stream at some point, and then Nutty's stream as well. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you just had some amazing vibes, and we were interacting over on X or Twitter. And yeah, it's really, really cool to finally get to meet each other.
Yeah.
So first of all, let's get into your content creation journey. So what made you decide to get into streaming?
So, I actually never had like the plan of going into content creation. It was I'm unfortunately like a COVID streamer, so the idea of me coming into streaming was actually it came from a bet. So
Ooh.
I had an IRL friend, which is weird that you say that now because now that I've just been ingrained in the internet, I just say IRL all the time.
Hmm.
But yeah, my friend from work, she heard of streaming and then she was like, I'm going to start this. And then I created an account to support her.
Ooh.
And then kind of over time, I started to learn more about Twitch and really started to get more curious about it. And it's so funny because at this point in my life, I was so anti social media.
Yeah.
Like, I was not even online anywhere. I deleted everything because I was like, I don't want to be a part of this. But then I think as she started to kind of find her footing and forgive me, I feel like I haven't drinking any water the way I sound.
No worries. Actually, I'll take a quick sip with you as well.
Yeah, thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers. um Basically, her community was like, we want you to be streaming with her because they found me really funny
Yep.
because I kept on like screaming. And then eventually what ended up happening is that Phasmophobia was getting released.
Yep.
And then I made a bet with her saying like, if you play the game and you stream it, I will stream the game too. So I kind of started my journey as a Phasmophobia streamer.
Oh my gosh, that is
Yeah.
incredible. Are you very skittish with horror games?
Yeah, I can't do them. Can't do them. I think that's kind of the appeal that people like to scare me and it was fun. It was definitely it's a memory that I really hold near and dear to my heart. Just how my journey had started. So
Yeah. Oh,
it was
that's
through a bet.
true of that. That is the best way to start anything. Just like
Mhm.
a little step, little push, and then all this happened to you. So how does it
Yeah.
feel with all the success that has come through streaming from that small little bet to where you are now? How does it feel to look back over all your accomplishments?
Honestly, sometimes I don't even like I feel like it's a dream sometimes. Just because like I just can't believe that everything has happened and it's been a bit of a battle, I'll be honest with you. Like I think a lot of streaming and content creation is a mental game. So, when I first started, I was doing it for fun, and then as I started to take it a little bit more seriously, it then became something that I had to grow and learn myself to just cheer myself on and always be positive.
Mhm.
So, it's it's surreal, but I'm honestly very grateful that I found it because I am completely different than the person I was before the pandemic, and I'm so happy of the version of myself that I am now.
Oh, that is so lovely. So you've grown not only as a streamer, but personally, like you feel
Mhm.
like you've done stuff that you would never have thought of like yourself being capable of doing, because like you were saying, you were very anti-social on the internet, and now you're a big part of it, and it like it I can't even imagine how that feels.
It's interesting. It's not so much the accomplishments, like the stuff I've done that makes me feel like I've grown. It's actually like the skills that have come with streaming. So I never knew how to be on camera. I never knew how to do like lighting. I never knew how to edit. And then also like stuff like community management and boundary setting. So, like, I kind of owe a lot of that to streaming, especially since, like, I've changed jobs, like, in my IRL life
Hmm.
because of streaming, because I've learned to, like, set better boundaries and, like, learned to speak up and, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that's what I owe streaming to, is that I've just grown into, like, a more confident version of myself.
Oh, that is so lovely. That is brilliant to have gained
Oh,
that.
thanks.
And that kind of like drives into my next question, which is, what are you most proud of for content creation?
That's a hard question.
It's such a hard question, I know,
Yeah.
because like I'm you have literally changed Twitch. You have provided Twitch
It's so
with an
crazy to
awesome
say.
global emote.
I can't believe that. That to me, by the way, is the craziest thing. If there's a question on what's the craziest thing that's happened, it's that. The pinch me I'm dreaming moment is that. But we could talk about that later in the podcast. But um, what was the question again?
What is the most proud piece of
Proud.
content creation that you have?
I don't know if this counts as a content creation, but I'm I'm really proud of the community I've built.
Yeah.
Because the thing I've learned about streaming and like just Twitch in general is that it's very community based, and without people, like you wouldn't be doing anything.
Mhm.
So I'm really proud of the people that I've helped come together and feel comfortable sharing like stories about themselves and just like opening up, and because of them I feel encouraged to like try the things that I want to do on stream.
Mhm.
Because I've never been told through them like, this sucks, or like this is a bad idea. Like if there is anything bad, like I feel like people tell me in a nice way, but I do everything because of them, and I think that's probably the proudest accomplishment, is
Oh.
that from all over the world there's people that are willing to just help each other out and also like enjoy like watching me, and they cheer me on.
Yeah. Oh, that is so lovely. I
Yeah, it's like the cheesy answer, but like I do mean it, because it's like I started from zero. Like I didn't know anybody who could help me into this space, and I just kind of networked my way into it, and then started to meet new people, and then it just continued to grow, and I'm like, this is incredible. Like I'm so proud of this, that I know people for years and they're like across the world, and I know things about their intimate details, but then it's so funny. Like one day I'll be like, "You have a cat?" Like relationships in this space are so funny, but I do appreciate it and enjoy it.
I especially love it when you dress up as Bob Ross. That is probably
Oh my
my
god,
most favorite thing.
it's long overdue. Maybe there needs to be another one soon, but I'm
Oh,
glad you like the Bob Ross.
those make me so happy. Do you have any advice for yourself? Say like there's the internet is a wonderful thing. It's discovered time travel, and you've managed to find little Kelly who's about to start streaming, and you can give her one piece of advice. What would it be?
Oh brother, I feel like my answer has changed over the years. I actually think I wish I could have told her, like, go to therapy,
Mhm.
because I really think that people underestimate the mental game it takes to be in this space. And that can mean for anything. It could be like how somebody called you a negative name, or like the pressure of your expectations of like, I expected to be in a better place by now, like the numbers game. And then there's things like, you know, good streams, bad streams, like just I think therapy probably, if I'd done that early on, maybe it would have helped along my journey when I had those, those bad days. So,
Mhm.
but I will say like a good chunk of that has been supported by my husband, Mr. Mod Josh. He's been a rock in all of I've been like everything, and on the days where I do really well, he cheers me on, and then the days that I don't do well, in my head, I mean, probably everything's fine, but he's just been my biggest cheerleader, and I really appreciate him. So, yeah, I would say therapy. I feel like maybe in the past I would have said something like, get into editing early, but it's like at the end of the day, like if you're not happy, if you're not at peace with yourself, like you're never gonna be, happy, like, or you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that is such good advice. Like that is great advice for anyone who is starting out
Yeah.
content creation as well. I'm gonna ask you another little question. The past year, your accomplishments includes like getting partnership, and when you went to TwitchCon, you got to go on stage and perform some Just Dance, as well as be on a couple of panels. At what point did you do the pinch me? This has to be me dreaming.
Mm. Honestly, when the whole Twith thing happened,
Yep.
so this happened like a couple months before TwitchCon. So we went viral. That was like because it was online, like I didn't really quite tangibly like feel the virality of it. So even when people came into the streams, they're like, "Hey, you're the Twith girl," or like they followed or continued to comment and engage with my stuff because of that. I was like, okay, well, this is no different than like you have something spike in like a social media and then you just get more engagement. But the pinch me I'm dreaming moment was probably when I actually went to TwitchCon in person.
Hmm.
And it doesn't even have to be like it wasn't even like specifically the panel, or it was just like walking around. I would have people stop me and they would recognize me. And I was like, how do you know me? Like just from that one clip, like I'm just a girl. Like how is this happening? And it kind of started to feel like I had to avoid like public areas if I needed like if I had a goal or if I needed like space, I had to be a bit more mindful of like where I was going to be seen
Hmm.
because people recognized me and kept coming up to me because I also had like the Twith pins. So
Hmm.
people were also seeking me to like have a pin. So that was definitely like a pinch me I'm dreaming moment because I was like, "Oh my gosh, there's just so many people." And then like if I was talking to someone that I really wanted to connect with, I would have to be like, "I'm so sorry, give me a second," and then turn to the next person. And it was like, I can't believe this is me right now. So I don't know if that's gonna happen next year, but it was definitely my pinch me I'm dreaming moment for sure.
That is such a good pinch me I'm dreaming moment. Oh my gosh. Like I remember seeing that and I was like, that is amazing. Like you deserve all of that because of
Oh,
how
thank you.
well you are as a streamer, and the way that you were grown is like, yes. I'm always looking to see people who are recognized for their accomplishments. And
You're so sweet.
yeah.
Thank you.
Having said that, while you were walking around TwitchCon, do you feel like there is a brand that you would very much like to work with, or have worked with, that has become like close to your heart, your favorite
Mhm.
brands?
Yeah. I unfortunately feel like I wish I spent more time like talking to brands because it's just I feel like it's a whole different podcast on like how to optimize your time at TwitchCon as a streamer because I spent a good chunk of it just connecting with people,
Hmm.
and then I didn't spend a good chunk of it doing brands like networking.
Hmm.
So unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to really do that. So, but I will say, I'd love to work with Elgato. So I've done some work with them before, and hopefully this year might bring some news. Oh no, I don't know. I feel like 2025, maybe some things will happen, but definitely would like to work with Elgato or something long term that I can kind of I want to find a brand that I can work with that I trust and I use their products,
Hmm.
but also they're an avenue that I can use to give back to my community. Like it's always been a goal of mine to do that, to be able to like, oh, we're doing an 8-hour stream to like celebrate hitting a follower goal, but I also have this giveaway that's provided by the brand. So stick around to the end and then we'll do a giveaway. So
Yeah.
I always just want to for the people that support me, like I want to use this like opportunity to give back to the people who watch me and support me. So I hope to maybe work with Elgato or anybody who's, fits that description, but yeah. And then also a dream brand, which is we've previously this is so crazy to say out loud. I think because of the nature of the timing of like the world, obviously like the pandemic has made people's, businesses kind of change.
Hmm.
And I think at the time, Manscaped was working with streamers.
Yep.
And somehow I made my way into getting my first sponsorship with Manscaped. And I
Hmm.
still have all like the memorabilia like in my room because they were the coolest sponsor to ever have because they were like totally fine with like making jokes
Yep.
about like body parts and like memeing it. And that was just like the best time on my channel as like a sponsor because everyone was just talking about balls. It was so funny, and I don't think they work with streamers anymore, and if they do, I think they're much bigger, but
Hmm.
man, I would love to work with them again.
Oh my
And
gosh.
I'm a woman, like, I use Manscaped products too, like, it's just like, they're just products that you use to groom, like, you don't have to be, it's it works, and it works well. Not sponsored.
Oh, I love that. Well, Elgato did send you a really cool gift recently, so
Mhm.
hopefully that will go towards getting you to work with them because they are so
Yeah.
lovely. Like they actually had a competition recently for a neon light, and I actually
Mhm.
won that competition. I was like,
You
"Whoa,
did!
that was so freaking cool!" And I've got a place in the background where it's going to go. I haven't
Mhm.
gotten round to popping it up yet, but I am like, when it came, I was like, cool. Like, I've always seen
Yeah.
it in some other streamers' like background, and I was always like, oh, that looks
You're
so
an official
freaking cool.
streamer now.
Yeah, it's happening. 2025 is going to be a great year, but what other exciting events that you are expecting to happen in 2025?
Mhm. So, I feel like 2024 was a huge year for me, and part of that was I started some new traditions. So, things that I did in 2024, or maybe I should just say in 2025, I'm going to continue them.
Yeah.
So, one of the things I did was in May, or it was April. In April, I got invited to the St. Jude Play Live Summit. So that's like a creator summit that's an invitation only, and you get flown out to Memphis, Tennessee, and they host a bunch of creators from around the world to like get to know like the staff that work at St. Jude Research Hospital,
Yeah.
and then they kind of do like panels and informational sessions to kind of just like inspire like the next generation of creators to like fundraise for them. And this is kind of dramatic to say this, but it was a life-changing experience because I feel like we're all like busy people and we get kind of boggled down by like the day to day that like when you get faced with like this is the reality of the situation, like cancer exists and it
Hmm.
unfortunately like it causes death, like you start to like feel like, oh, I feel like I've just been stuck in my head, just being selfish and just focusing on my issues. But then, like, there's a bigger issue here, and I could be a part of that. So that's a long way of me saying I hosted an IRL, like, Just Dance stream.
Yeah.
So I got a lot of my teammates in who were also at the summit in a room, and then we just played Just Dance, and it was amazing because it was a lot of our first times like seeing each other.
Yeah.
So it was like really wholesome to like see all the communities come together, and then also we were fundraising. So it was just one of probably the best things I've ever done, which was throw that together. So I'm hoping I get an invite. Hint, hint, wink, wink, and I'm I already know what I need to do to improve it, so that's something to look forward to in the next couple of months. So that's a big event that I'm looking forward to, which leads into St. Jude Play Live Month, and I like to go pretty ham in just fundraising. So I like to just throw my whole heart at it and just have a bunch of fun, and then that takes actually like at least a month of planning. So
Hmm.
I'm curious if people like know that, but I do like I have like a back end spreadsheet of just like what are these goals that I'm doing and like what are the materials that I need to do. So it's a lot of planning. Um, and then probably the last big event would probably just be like preparing for TwitchCon, and because I plan on coming back to or going back to TwitchCon if they will have me, if they'll accept me. The timeline for like to apply and accept is kind of short, but that doesn't mean I can't plan for it. So
Oh my gosh.
yeah,
I
those are the three that I could think of.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that is such an incredible year to plan out. Like, the St. Jude's is such an amazing charity to go into,
Yeah.
and I love that so many people participate in it. And the way, like, that's the thing, you got to ham it up and make it as fun as possible and engaging, because
Yeah.
it's for kids, and kids love
Yeah.
that. So I wish you all the best for that.
Thank you.
So
I really love working with them because out of all the charities that I've worked with, I really, I obviously like every charity's goal is to like have money and to fundraise and support their cause, but I feel like St. Jude is different where they really value their creators and the people that take their time or put their time into fundraising. So I really just want to give back because I appreciate that they listen to us and they uplift us. So
yeah.
I mean, I'm actually wearing the sweatshirt right now. It's so funny.
Heck yeah.
My St. Jude Play Live. Yeah, that's so crazy.
I love
Didn't even
that.
think of that.
It has been such a pleasure to speak with you. Let me know when you feel ready.
I feel okay.
Okay.
I feel ready.
Go. Would you rather wear hazmat suits to a funeral or a swimming suit in the shower for a year?
Swimming suit in the shower for a year.
Have this be sentient, a phone or a teddy bear?
Oh my god. A teddy bear.
Take care of a bag of flour like a baby for a year, or be the bag of flour for a year.
Okay, I'll take care of the flower.
What's more evil, cats or hamsters?
Hamsters.
Superpower of choice, read minds or stop time?
Ooh. Stop time.
Cook for Gordon Ramsay or sing for Simon Cowell?
Sing for Simon Cowell.
Be a flamingo dancer or a flamingo cosplayer?
Flamingo cosplayer.
Have a runaway elevator or a runaway stair lift?
Oh, all done?
Yep. Would you like to answer that last question?
I already forgot it. Elevator. Oh, getaway elevator and stair lift. Elevator.
Are you ready? Go. Years streaming.
4.
Content medium.
Twitch.
Platforms.
Everything.
PAX East or TwitchCon?
Ooh, TwitchCon.
Pre-recording ritual.
Write a script, do my thumbnails, read the script a billion times, stop.
Post-recording ritual.
Take off the makeup and eat a bunch of grub.
Last, your dream collaboration.
I would love to work with Avery, Little Siha.
Aw,
I feel like I should have picked a different person for the dream collab, though.
really?
Because I feel like I could, because I know Avery, so I could probably ask, but I feel like when you think of dream, I think I was going for quality as opposed to like a person that I don't really have a contact with, so.
Ooh, so Avery obviously, but who would be your second favorite dream collaboration?
That's the thing, I'm not sure, like, I feel like if you were to ask me when I was a kid, I would probably pick somebody like Pokimane or something like that, but I feel like creating to me now is not about like I feel like it's about connections. So it's like if I don't really know them, it's not going to be good content. Like I'm an introvert, so even if I were to get like in contact with like Pokimane, I'd be like, "Hello." Like I just feel like the content would be not organic, but maybe I'd say Pokimane or I Gumdrop Jamie. She does a lot of cooking content. I love her content. So
Ooh, love a bit of cooking.
yeah,
This has been a lot of fun. Thank you so much for doing this. Like,
yeah,
you
of
are an
course.
incredibly well-spoken and awesome streamer, and it's been such a pleasure getting to know you, and I really hope the best for you in the future. Thank you all so much for watching this. Kelly, thank you for being a part of this. I really appreciate you taking your time to speak with me, and I hope all the best for the future.
Thank you. Thanks, everybody.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.